Got some good news here.
Yeah, here's the good news. We were able to break this connection here, and that'll be a good thing for repositioning the P-trap in the shower, and I'll work that into position now. But over here it's a little too close to the wall, so I'll be able to put a 45-degree bend in here, and then move it out to a location that'll more be about 10 inches away from the wall area. And you know, with being as we're going to try to have a linear drain, and I don't guarantee it, but with linear drain we drain slightly from the back wall. We want to bring this drain about a foot in, and then we slope from the back to the front here. So we want to make sure we don't have our drainage so everything's just gone downhill. We've got to move it over in this direction some. So I'm very happy with a couple bends and a few more pieces here. We should be able to put that in no problem at all, and may actually be able to uncouple it from over here. But I'll take my little victories today without cracking a piece of cast iron pipe. So, all right. All right, just got back from the lumber deck. It's about noon today, and Jen has really done a nice job cleaning up in here now. So what I want to do now is start building out more of the support for what was taken away. And since the shower is basically going to sit on this level with you know, basically one sheet of plywood on top, where everything else gets built up here about 2 inches, 2.5 inches above that. You know, I want to make sure that that shower base has really good support. So you can see I had to remove to get some of the old subfloor out. So on this sill plate underneath here, where the foundation is, I want to go ahead and buck up 2 or 3 of those 2x6s side by side to give really good support for this side of the shower base. I'm going to try to lay one in behind there. Hopefully it'll fit in nicely behind the piping there, and one on this side over here. I need to keep it a little open because I need to keep some space to work on the plumbing here. I need to change out this galvanized down here. I want to put PEX in up here. PEX is the really good tubing, the poly tubing. It's outstanding for plumbing jobs, and it's really what's mainly used these days because of the price of copper, and I've been very happy with PEX over the years. Okay, so I want to also underfill under here. I got some rod under there, so time to get cracking. Safety glasses. Always wear safety glasses. So first move towards building instead of destroying. Right now when we cut this,
Okay, so you're making already quite progress here.
First outer box built here. Got that framed in good and tight. Kept the ventilation holes in there. Put some of them in there. I'll definitely keep that chooching good. And because we're a little weaker on this side, I'm actually take this out and just double this up so that I'm hitting some meat back here, because there's going to be downward force here, and I don't want that downward force to sort of pull that down. So it might be worth it just to get a bit more meat behind there, plugged onto that. So I'm just thinking about that right now.
Okay, okay.
All right, guys. Been a hell of a day so far. Oh, what the hell's that light on? Here we go. Been a hell of a day so far. We're down here at the floor level, and I've got to crawl underneath. I need to position some more joists for where we ran out of the ran off the flooring right there. And once I get those in, then of course I can position to put some 2x6s there to support the flooring there. So I need to go down under now. Jennifer helped me. I've got a couple I've got into position. I'm going to load my pockets with nails here. Big ass 20 penny nails. And go down here. I hope I cut them a little bit oversized, just so that I would be hammering them in under there so they would hold position while I'm nailing them. Okay guys, I'm under the house. And you can see I pretty much got the first one pounded in here, and I'll be able to set another piece here, actually right here, right in this location, to act as a stringer for where I cut out the some of the bad boards. I'll tell you guys, this is as bad as it gets in remodeling work down here, where the wildlife is. But I'll go ahead. I got that in nice and tight. You can see the whole house just rests on these big support beams. So I'll go ahead and hammer, get this one side set, and then I'll square it up on the other. Got this thing for my final repose one day when they lower me down into the ground. Holy shit, I'll bet that down here trying to put up bracing and support today. Hello, and how's your day going?
It's going good.
Alright.
I got us some firewood cut.
Yeah, that's great. We'll check back with you in a few minutes, alright? Okay guys, you can see we've toenailed in all the wood we're going to need to make sure we get a lot of support now when we go to do the flooring. So with that, I am done under here while playing around with by the toilet stack. So I'm going to get up topside now. This will give you a little better view topside. You can see that we now, before we put that side stringer in there, we had no way to secure the boards on top of that, any of the subflooring and all that above the hangers. So we've now got that accomplished on both sides, and that feels pretty darn good. So I think we're going to do one more piece for back in that corner, and then I'm going to do some more investigation on the plumbing for where we're going to be positioning the P-trap for the shower, the P-joint there, to get that in a position where it's going to work real well for the linear drain. But this will be about the 30-inch mark here, right about here, for the for how wide the shower will be, which is still feels pretty darn good. I think Jen is correct. I'm probably a little overly ambitious, so everything will work. So I'm going to get a couple more pieces cut, and then probably wrap it up today. Because, you know, oh guys, that's some of the toughest work you'll ever do in construction down there, and remodeling and you know, refitting underneath the floors and stuff, because it's hard to get a good angle, and you know, to toenail and all that takes a lot of effort down there. Okay, I'll tell you guys, wrapping up, that's the greatest assistant you could have in the world right there. Jennifer's always willing to help out, clean up, do anything it takes to move this job along. Well, this will be the final vid for the flooring. I am really cooked today. It has been a world war down here, but the results are paying off. We now have a floor that's in process, that's strong enough that you could march Napoleon's army across this thing with no problem at all. And laid in everything's good and square and true. And what we're going to be doing is laying the 2x4s inside of the boxes, and then at a depth of 1 inch below the surface. And then we'll be able to put the plywood on top of that, the plywood inserts, get the construction adhesive and the screws, and screw that down real good, and that will be a hell of a shower base. Saturday we want to try to address the plumbing issues. We'll probably have to get caps, but just being able to break some of these connections will be enough right now. I have, unfortunately, I sold my PEX toolkit, so I had to order another one here. I like to have it around anyway, so hopefully we'll be able to break some of these connections. And if not, we're just going to have to get the Sawzall and some of this galvanized and stuff and just go through that. But once all that's done, we get the little bit of a 45-degree offset for the for the P tube down here. P drain, we're going to be in business here. That 45 degree offset's going to allow me to center it up a little more over here. And changing over to PVC will give me some flexibility on you know, maneuverability down there. It's not so rigid as the galvanized and the cast iron is. So yeah, heck of a day today. You know, a minor disappointment on my part, because you know, I dreamed about having a little bit of a wider sort of shower in there, but you know, built on the existing base, you're supposed to have 15 inches code clear from each side of the center, 15 inches from each side of the center of the toilet. I may scooch that to 14, you know, I mean, they'll carry me out of in the pine box before the next person, somebody else has to worry about that. But yeah, so that's got a lot accomplished today. I'm very happy. There's not a bit of smell in this place. All that rotten wood has been removed. Have a few more I didn't get to underdo underneath of that. Clean that out real good with a chisel and set some new wood under there. But she's strong, boys. She is really strong, and is going to make a super supportive base for the shower. So it's coming along good. The renovating the Casa bathroom.